weather is crazy. We had hot temperatures last week, like almost 80 degrees. And then, or just 5 days ago, 80 degrees. And then freezing cold and cloudy. And then cold and sunny. And then this nastiness. But I'm still gonna try to build a door. So here it goes. So it's gonna be 25 by 49. So this is what I've cut so far. I cut those at 45 degrees, and now I just need to cut the back side, the bottom. All right, so I have all pieces cut, and now I just need to screw them together. Okay, this is my gate, and it's gonna fit right there. Open that and close. So now I need to cut this to size. All right, let's carry this stuff back. I know I mentioned it in a previous video, but I used to have chickens and turkeys and goats and cows. So livestock isn't a new thing for me, but I am just kind of starting over. So I'm going to cut off this top one across there. And then that should fit right on it. Well, there's my gate. All done. Opens well. I wanted it to open in to keep the chickens off. And then it closes with that beautiful thing. In my opinion, shopping for adults at Christmas is very difficult. Usually adults buy whatever they need, and unlike children usually wait for Christmas or birthdays to get the gifts that they want. And with adults, it can be difficult. So I was trying to think of what to get my sister and her husband for Christmas. They have recently bought some land that they're gonna start building a house. And it is raw land, just like ours was. And I was thinking, I know they had mentioned that somebody had given them some plants. So I thought, why not give them a gift from our land to their land? This plant here is a lantana. It has gold and orange flowers. It likes to bloom in the sun, and it is a native plant to Texas. And there are a bunch of them on our land. This one is really big, and I'm not quite sure how many plants it is or how big the root system is, but I'm gonna try to dig up a part of it and pot it and give it to my sister as a gift from our land to her land. So if she plants it, if she keeps it, every time she sees it, she'll maybe think of us. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I think since this little area is blooming, that I'm gonna try to get this plant. Let's see, we're gonna try to get this one right here. Oh, wow. So it's one big, massive plant. So they have these root systems that are all connected. I did get some flowers. Look at that. Gave it some water, and it's gonna camp here for a few days to make sure it takes root. It looks good. We'll see how it does. Poor lemon tree. Something is eating it all, but it's just determined. Keeps blossoming here and there. Okay, so I got my latch put on here. And I got a latch put on right there for my little chicken coop. Okay, so now I need to start burying my fence. Well, I guess we had some chicken wire already available. It's nice. Okay, so I actually had that piece already cut, and then I just had to cut this piece. But I see how I want it higher up so that the gate is actually below that. And when we get it pinned to the fence, it'll be right up against there. So that'll work out to prevent doggos from getting in there. All secured in place, and now we just gotta cover it back up. Well, two more sides to do, and then the chicken wire on the inside. Come here, Poppy. There she comes. Look at her. Hi, Poppy. Hi, Poppy-licious. Come here, pretty girl. Good girl. Our little Poppy likes to run off and disappear, and she's a digger too. So I put her in here, but she's already starting to try to dig her way out. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and put her on the rope. It is. The hardware cloth is usually welded, which can be pulled apart. So we cut all the paddle panel, and now it's all been buried. And then the next task is the awful chicken wire. Yeah, all the trees are gonna be taken down, all the dead trees.
You used to tell me that you didn't want to do that, you wanted to keep the natural look, but I'm glad I did.
No, I wanted to keep natural flora. I don't want all these dead tree piles everywhere. And then so many trees have died that's a danger. Well, it ain't gonna go. I was mad for that. All right, so chicken wire's on all four or three sides. And I even put it on the door. My son has a problem with my choice of zip ties, but I'm trying them out, see how long they last. I'm gonna be out here every day, so I'll be able to see if something goes on or something happens to the wiring. But I'm gonna try the chicken wire for now. Try the zip ties for now and see how that goes. Okay, so I believe the chicken coop is done. I hung something that we'll see how it works for the food. I didn't want the food on the ground because of the ants, and then I'm gonna use this platform for the water. But we have the chicken wire up. It is set and ready, and hopefully in a few days we'll get some chickens. In the meantime, we have to work on the garden because I have my son putting together some raised beds for the garden, and then I need to put a fence around it because if you recall, I planted a few plants, and the next day they were eaten by the deer. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's our next task. See, the ground slopes down right here. No, would you climb up for me? Now I am going to use wire to put this together. So here's my garden fence, and I made it so that my compost pile is directly inside my garden, so that when I do need compost, and I'm going to keep it up this year, when I do need compost, I can just reach it from here. And that's it. I have 3 of these tubs, and then I have 2 10-foot raised beds that I have, and that'll be my garden this spring, and we will see how that goes. But the next thing we have to do is get our chickens. My ladies, 4 hens. I think I'm going to have to deworm them to start off. Their combs are a little light in color, and they should be a nice red, and that's usually a sign that they need to be dewormed from parasites. So I'm gonna have to take a trek over to Tractor Supply today and see about getting some dewormer. I'm also going to clip their wings prior to putting them in the pen so that they don't fly away. But otherwise, I think they look pretty good. And the pull tie doesn't work for some strange reason. Supposed to just be able to pull a thread and it comes off. But they like to make it difficult on me. So we're gonna do it that way. So now I'm gonna attempt one at a time to cut their feathers. Every time I've done this in the past, I've had 2 people, but my husband left to go run some errands, so I'm on my own. You just have to cut the ends so they can't take flight. Hello, little girl. That's it. Some say you should just cut one wing because then it makes them unbalanced, but when you cut both, they can still fly. But I'm cutting most of both. Hello, ladies. Well, I want to thank you all for coming along on my chicken journey here for the chicken coop build and the garden fence. And thank you for watching these videos. And if you're here every week, I put a new video out every week. Please like and subscribe if you can. And we'll see you next week in the next video.